people who are taking things to the downside are going to start taking profit. All right, so without any further delay, let me go ahead and let everybody know I'm live now. That's not how you do it. Yeah, turn that down. Okay, live now. Good morning, BBBY. I saw that one was moving up here in pre-market. I don't really play that kind of stuff. I did buy shares of Cold, Kold. I bought that on my regular and long term, or excuse me, my gambling account. You guys can go look in the Iris app for my average or whatever. So, anyway, let's go ahead and get started on our news. Just recapping futures overnight, as well as global markets. So maybe hold on, there we go. All right, so number one, guys, U.S. stock futures fell and world stocks slumped as prospects of more aggressive rate hikes from major central banks hurt investor sentiment, pushing treasury yields higher. The dollar climbed to a 20-year high against major currencies while gold dropped. Oil prices rose on OPEC output cuts and a conflict in Libya. A couple of headlines here. EU will not appear a court ruling against 990 million QCOM fine. China's Pinduoduo beats quarterly revenue estimates. That's PDD. China audit deal offers relief, but few reasons to invest. Investors have cheered a breakthrough deal that promised U.S. regulators access to Chinese companies' accounting paperwork, but says markets will need to see successful inspections and economic recovery before much more money can be expected to move to China. Walmart offers to buy South African retailer Massmart in $377 million deal. Next company I see out there to get bought is probably going to be end up being Jamia. It's another one of those long term speculative things. But anyway, so lastly, we see North American companies send in the robots even as productivity slumps. Companies snapped up a record number of robots in the first half of this year as they struggled to keep factories and warehouses humming in the face of an extremely tight labor market and soaring compensation cost. So, the company, Sony, the company said it will acquire Helsinki and Berlin-based mobile game business Savage Game Studios for undisclosed amount as part of a major push by the Japanese conglomerate to beyond console gaming. So, if you guys are on TikTok, make sure to tap your screen. If you guys have any stocks you want me to take a look at, I'll do that possibly here in just a minute. Obviously, you want to focus on the watch list at hand. No go on options for cold. You could go long if you want. I'd rather use options to hedge, to be honest with you. All right. If you did buy cold with me here this morning, we just broke $11. Nice. That's good. Nice. Oh yeah. Okay, you just tapped 1108. All right. So anyway, let's get to the watch list, guys. What technical indicators on the bottom of the chart? This is actually volume with a moving average above it, so that way I can track whether something has high volume or not. I think I might add a little bit of my cold shares here. Hold on, guys. Just adding a little bit here. Let's see if they go and raid my order. All right. So, 1 second here. You did because I'll see you in a little bit. All right, Ellie, is the market going up, down, or chopping? Up. All right, you guys heard it first. Ellie says up. Hey, good morning, Kanye. I don't know what that means, but I appreciate it. All right, so let's go look at a Tesla. So one of the better setups that I've seen across the market is Tesla. couple of things here to note. Tesla does have the potential, right, for a short leg down here today to 876. But I have also talked to you guys about this tremendous setup that we have and why Tesla is going to be at the top on my watch list as of this morning. Okay, market's up. Yeah, that's what Ellie says. So anyway, we've got our hourly setup here on, and everybody's screaming double top. That's what I've seen across FinTwit and stuff, which means that's probably not what's going to happen. But you did get a big wick off of here, off of the 288 level. I talked about it last night. It's going to be 279.36. And then there's a level right below that through an imbalance, and that is going to be 276.37. Good morning, Coach. What's up, Matthew? Hold on one second. Instacart shopper can't find the tuna fish. Oh God. Last time I did this, she got dog food. All right. All right, sorry about that. All right, so let's keep it going. Is this your Weeble challenge? No, it's not a challenge. I just gamble on my Weeble account, so you guys can follow that one if you wish. All right, so anyway, so one of the things I'm going to be watching for is a fake out, right? So 276.71, that's right in confluence with this level here, where we could end up seeing some sort of reversal, right? Because this is the channel here for Tesla. I've also talked about the fact that on the weekly, not so bearish. Not so bearish at all. In fact, if you were to move down here to my 279, 280 level, and or we do have some wicks down here at 275 and bounce, you still have 1, 2 off of the top. When does that ever happen? So I'm looking for the third run back up. Yes, that's bullish. Do I care if it's bullish? Absolutely not. Will I play it to the downside if it continues to fall? Absolutely, freaking-lutely. But in the meantime, these weekly candles, not bearish. That's not. So let's take that into consideration since everybody wants to go short, that there is still possibly even a trend line retest that could happen all the way at 350, 250 as of right now. So anyway, that's Tesla here to the upside. And of course, that one's going to be the main focus here this morning and going into the afternoon. If you guys are here on TikTok or YouTube or Discord with me, I have a doctor's appointment at 10 o'clock, which means I'm going to be able to trade for about 15 minutes, which means that I'm actually pretty happy because I'd rather come back after Monday's, 11 o'clock is over, and come back to the markets then. So I am, again, the last couple of, really it's been months, but weeks, for Meta, Tesla, Baba have been awesome. And whenever you're riding a wave of euphoria, that's when you have to start being hyper aware of making mistakes. Because again, it can happen to me, it can happen to anybody. You can get too cocky, you can get too excited, and you can get too biased. So I have neither. I do not have any biased. I've killed my excitement. Last week was fire. But at the end of the day, we have to make sure that we come into this week and execute off of high probability setups. So that means well recognizable, right? Well developed, well set up, actual setups here that show high probability. So with Tesla, I'd rather see a bounce than a break, but we are going to sit and watch and wait for confirmation on this trade before taking it anywhere. And then lastly, I do want to just show you guys this. So if there isn't any trend line, it could just be this recent hourly right here. That would lead us up to and for a retest of 294 or 295. So anyway, we will watch this one. Meta is the next stock that we're going to be watching here at the bell. So this one in after hours didn't settle down very hard. What it did is bounce off the exact level that we talked about last night. That's 159.36. It is so simple, guys. There's no need to panic. There's no need. It is simple mechanics. We talked about this last night. What happens when you short over the weekend? What happens if you short off of this level? What happens if you short off of this level, right? Or what happens if you short off of this level? As you move to the upside, anybody who's holding a short position is going to either A, double down on a low volume position, or B, have to cut. When shorts cut, they cover. When they cover, they buy. When they buy, that moves the stock up. Snowball effect. Then we have the resistance of 165 for Meta. If Meta decides in any capacity that it wants to move above 165, I've got a target of 167.25, and ultimately I have a target of 167.75. If you do end up breaking trend line retest, which happens probably around the gap fill here, which is 174.40. There's a gap up there, very small gap, but it can get filled. That's 175.30. So, Apple below 160, no. So that is one of those things that I try and teach people not to do. Don't short hold numbers. There's always there's always a range underneath Apple. Like for example, we covered this last night on Apple. In fact, you can see how it bounces. It's not going to lose 160. In fact, the level that I see is 159.80 and 159.65. Those would be the two levels that I'd be watching for Apple, and that would be bearish candle closes. The one thing that I see here, right, in pre-market is that we did wick up and we hit 169. The range has been set for Apple below 160.12. You're probably going to go a short leg down to 159.60. If you break 159.60, you can head into the imbalance that happens all the way, or moves down to 157.66. So that would be where I would like to see Apple fall below. If Apple moves back up above, right, 163.65, or stays in this range, I'd be hands off. So on cruise lines, oh God. I have no opinions on that one. We'll see. All right. So Meta, Tesla, Baba. So Baba again, simple, easy, below 95.70. I'm probably not going to play this one today. You guys are more than welcome to. Have seen some people be able to successfully execute this one. 94.11, below 94.11, you've got a gap. Do you usually head down after one tap of that support? No. So you're probably going to consolidate here. So as long as it stays in this $100.85 range and 95.65 range, excuse me, you can count me out. I will not be trading it. So that being said, Baba's kind of on the side. Little side fling I got going on here. Baidu has earnings this week. Because it has earnings this week, and just for old time's sake, I'm probably going to be taking a earnings trade on Baidu. Looks like a Boudet or a Baudet. What is it? Baudet company. Baidu. That's what I would think. PDD already had earnings here before the bell. Tomorrow, ChargePoint, Crowd, Baidu is before the bell. So I will be taking an earnings trade. You will be able to see this earnings trade on my gambling account through the Iris app. If you're not, so if you do not have the Iris app, I would recommend go follow my buddy. Just do edit one of his videos. Go check that video out really quickly before the end of the day, and you can see everything that my gambling account is holding. It holds a lot of the stuff that my regular account holds, but I just generally, hold things speculatively, trade, grab, strikes that I normally wouldn't. Link, please. Oh, God. The link's in, wait, hold on. No, it's not. Hold on one second. I got it. I got you. Ooh. Do you have Google? Or do you have Apple? I don't know. There. Sorry. Oops. All right. So anyway, Baidu, I got this one possibly heading up for a squeeze and or return down to the 125 level. I think we'll get a good one out of this one. So he might be using it. Yeah, this heat map is actually the link is in my bio right here, guys. Everything, my indicators, my chart setup, my heat map, the Discord with all of our education, free books, Benzinga Pros, the scanner. This is Benzinga Pro. They do have free trials. So if anybody wants to check it out, all you do is put your phone number, make sure you cancel before the, you just take, actually, it doesn't even take your card. At least I don't think it does. Not anymore. But yeah, YouTube, where we are streaming live at the moment, my IG, Twitter, all that other good stuff. Make sure you go to follow the socials. All right. So, no, I don't have a referral link yet. You're doing a great job, Potter. Thank you, Call Me Contact. I appreciate you. That's actually really nice. Those comments are appreciated. Meat Barn never says that to me. All right. By the way, I've had more people, just outside of life when I even bring up Meat Barn. Like at first they're like, "Oh, that's weird name," and then like they start to think about it and they're like, "Why did he name himself that?" So I think you should do like a bio, like a full breakdown on what was going through your head, like an autobiography. The world may never know. That's not good, man. All right, so Tesla is number one on the watch list for a bounce off of either 279.50 around that range or I have somewhere in the 278, 215 range. But we're watching down here for that bounce. I've got a little channel here moving to the bottom that I'm going to be watching for Tesla to hit. That is going to be 276.35 and we'll see if we get it. If we are going to end up moving or making this crazy looking megaphone, these are real right here. This is a megaphone. Watch for the wick down. Again, confluence here, so 276.87. And then I would watch for a bounce and return up to 279.50, maybe even a wick up to that 279 or 297.50, excuse me. Ooh, was that a Cuban? No, what's up, my guy? Morning. Yes, Tesla did bounce. That wick in pre-market does lead me to believe that the first move is possibly down. But just don't forget that that also can, in the same breath, mean that if you move above 288, that you're more than likely gonna pop. So, but I say red first and then green. But how do we make the rectangular boxes on TradingView? I swear I'd be switching accents mid-sentence sometimes. So you just go over here to your the third indicator down or third tool down, and then you'll see a rectangle.
They use that rectangle.
All right. Yeah, I'm like Roddy Rich the way that I trade. Were you shorting cold? No, I was not shorting cold. Why would I short natural gas right now? No, I bought some speculative long positions in it. I'll take a hedge if it breaks below. Right now, I've got a anywhere below 1035. I'll grab a very small hedge, but I'm not in heavy. I'd say it's moderate position here. I don't buy shares a lot, guys. That's not something that I do. But this stock is bottomed out. There's an energy crisis. I would imagine that this is a good spot for a solid rebound on cold. So, or excuse me.
Yo, the ECB is getting mad disrespectful. They're saying 75 basis point hike next meeting, dude. ECB is crying. I think the odds of a 7.5 on the next Fed meeting in September is also pretty
You
high.
could, yeah, no, for sure. You could, again, small position on cold. Um, and we'll see if we get a pullback on natural gas, but there's a lot of talks right now. I mean, it could skyrocket at the same time, which I have a break for that right now. Natural gas is more likely going to bounce. If it does bounce in reverse, then I would imagine that we're going to see a break above that $10 mark here. So go ahead, Manny. Sorry if you have any.
No, it was just that. Dude, I had 4150 puts that I was watching on Friday before I left.
Uh-huh.
They were like 200 bucks carried. I think maybe less, dude. Like a lot less. They closed at 5 grand, dude.
Holy shit.
Instantly, bro. Dude, 40, I think it was 4100 puts. They were 25 bucks. They closed like at 3 4 grand.
Hmm. Is that SPX?
Yeah.
Dude, I just set up a straddle on SPX.
If you catch a good move on SPX and you have a $200 strike one or zero DTE, and you catch a good fill at the bottom or on top, depending on the trade, dude, that's easily like $1,000 contract. Easily, easily. Like if that contract goes to 700, it's going to 1,000 in a couple of ticks. FPX zero is absolutely insane, but in way they gain, they lose. I like Tesla for a possible overextended rejection today if we decide to gap fill. I don't think anything else is that crazy. I'll be trading SPX today.
It's Monday, so I have a doctor. I have to, actually have to leave relatively soon, a little bit after the bell, so that way I can go um, to my doctor. But I'm kind of glad because I last week was fire, and I'm gonna be taking a trade on Baidu. I know, Manny, but I'm gonna
No,
take
that's fine.
it's
It's
yeah, okay, Manny approved.
after.
Essentially. Um, DNA's chart looks like boo boo right now. You need to bounce immediately and move above $3. Steve, I'll do a better in-depth look later. If you guys are on TikTok, if you guys don't mind, tap your screen. Um, I drink way too much coffee, way too much. I feel like my skeleton's just gonna get up and walk out of my body.
I was gonna take a gold short against 1735s. I never had I never got the weakness into the level. So I waited it out and I'm glad I did it. That's just by 1738. But it's gonna start stalling here pretty soon. NFP is Friday, by the way. Liking that shit. Waiting for next week. So that should be the whole NFP release. Remember one thing, guys, in general about not Fed, more like Powell. The labor market is still pretty tough. So for us to really like F, like FF, we need a weaker labor market. So that's something that you gotta keep in mind. I need to start tracking out. I know before we wouldn't give a shit about unemployment numbers because we're like, down, it doesn't matter, we're doing great, but we're getting to a point that we should start tracking them again. If anything can happen.
Dude, if I hear that corn song one more time, like, I'll lose my mind.
So here's a nice observation I noticed yesterday while watching ES. I haven't watched ES like in non-liquid sessions for a long time. But I was watching and I noticed a couple of things. I like how the algos set up the move for the opening of the session. Like a good example, if you look at the ES chart last night, look at how we dumped right into the 9:30 open and we were reversed the next candle, the next 15-minute candle, and then that's when we went all the way into we traded all the way into like the 440s by London's opening and then that reversed us. So you guys know I like to say that global sessions are a whole giant game of hot potato. Sessions just set up for other sessions. That theory still remains. I think if we get some stupid build today, Garrett, we're gonna trade into 4100. If we get like a stupid build, that would be the most ideal trade. Yeah, ECB is setting stage for another big rate hike. That's the fucking headline today, apparently. I've told you guys before, like this is not something new, something that you shouldn't have expected. This whole ECB shit, I explained to you guys that it's a giant game of follow the leader. The leader is us.
Dude,
There's no other way to say that without something like a giant boost.
I
But
I literally said I if I hear that corn song one more time, and at the exact same moment, someone on TikTok and Discord said it has the juice. I'll show you the juice.
but yeah, it's gonna be an interesting September. I would say in a month or a month and a half, we're heading for our yearly low.
Yeah,
I
but
really don't know what could reverse this trade off.
news stupid headlines. One more transitory comment. No, okay.
I think Brain just speaking today, but he's speaking like a two.
Yeah, 215. Oh, what is Kramer's on a spiritual journey into totally out of body experiences. I don't think that man's ever left his body in ever.
Bro, do you think they troll him with how wrong he is and everything?
You
Or do you
know,
think
no,
that
I
they
think
know
that
that his job is liquidity?
I think his job is liquidity, dude. I really, really like, and I don't say that lightly, but I really, really do think that his job is just to. I think his friends love him, dude. His friends are. Yeah, throw back. I mean, he said I.
Bro.
The man can hardly tell people that he has horses. He sound like he said it. You've got. I thought he said poor sins for like a couple of hours. I was like a little scarred. Yeah, I was like, bro, you talk to people like that often without getting beat up?
No, but it's absolutely like a joke at this point, dude. This dude is just so wrong on everything. It's crazy.
Real quick, just before the bell. Oh god. Um, four U's. Uranium. I've been holding this one for a while. I might start adding some loot to this position very lightly. Okay. Um, just like lit lightly as hell. And I'll be holding it for a long time. So, if anybody in a week asks me how do I feel about it's probably the same way that I feel right now. Um, excuse me. Anyway, so lastly, again, there's an Iris app. If you guys go look at my TikTok, my videos, I connected my gambling account to Iris. So if I take earnings trades, you'll know exactly what I take. Um, and pretty much all of my other speculative positions, I kind of always follow with Webull. So like what I'll do is like if I decide to take a trade on Meta, and I'll take a out of the money contract on my Webull account that I think maybe there's a target at, and I'll just hold it. There's no like real risk management, so I don't want people following this account thinking that like I'm putting a whole lot of effort into it. I'm not. So is this the Dragon Balls? Is this the Dragon Balls song?
I watched a movie on Saturday.
How was it?
It was a video game. Like, it was shit. Like they should have named. No, I'm not gonna get into it. Like Gohan's transformation's name is retarded.
How do you get
It's
into
like
day trading?
Beast. What is that? Just name it Ultra. Like I get why they didn't want to name it Ultra Instinct, because his kid just randomly awakened that shit. But
Facts. I'm not putting a lot of effort into it. Also, Potter stocks I'm up 20,000% on the year. If you're on all, yeah, I follow Nancy. But anyway, if you want to get into day trading, I mean, you're doing it right now.
in your head.
It's not, just, um, obviously, yeah, 3 minutes to the bell, guys. One of the main things you got to start learning terminology, the basics. Have patience. Don't look at this as like some type of like fast money making. You can just hop in and start making loot. That's what they want you to believe. That's how they sell shit. But this is a journey. Piccolo's transformation name was trash. I don't know any of you guys are talking. I'm still catching up on this TV show.
They should have named him Omega Piccolo when they did that transformation.
All right, guys. By the way, T-Mobile. If you're watching T-Mobile with me, this one just moved below my level here, or a back up above this level, guys. This stock will pop right back up and throw you off. So if you're in this, I've got a hard cut at 145, 144.80. If we make our way down there, then I'm out. So can I do Mira? I cannot right now. I will shortly though, if I get a little break here.
Yo, is that commercial? Is that Saints Row?
What are you talking about?
No, they made another Saints Row? No way. Oh, for real, coach? Damn, Brody. I would just stop talking about my opinion for so negative.
Bro,
Brody's full like negative.
Broly's just jaded, man. If you showed the Dragon Ball movie to some kid in the 90s, dude, his head would explode.
And
He'd be like,
I mean, shit. The last game I played was Elden Ring, so it's hard to beat that.
Broly is even bearish on culture. How do we short American culture?
All right, guys, we got a minute into the bell.
All right, guys, take a deep breath. Have a plan. I'm not trading until I see something clear. Let me turn it on.
There's no reason why anybody should be trading the bell.
Yeah.
No reason whatsoever. Just I'm gonna speak my mind. There's no absolute reason why you should be looking for a trade at the opening bell after the washout that we had Friday and the gap down today.
Day trade boss, bro. I mean, the capo adds a nice touch, but I don't know what you were writing on that notepad, dude, but go get him. That's what happens when you drink Monster and eat Slim Jim. I bet you smell like an onion. Heartburn, yes, straight up. I saw some guy make. Yep. All right, 1 second here. Ding ding. Ready to fight.
Right when I let this marinate for a while, for a long while, like I have no interest in trading.
Mansion Station.
Uh,
What was that? The Alex?
Oh shit, my bad.
no, I'm not. I'm not watching Club. ES and Tesla is all I'm watching. Oh, and gold.
Oh, would you look at that? Nothing's moving.
I'm not gonna try to short gold, man. I don't want to deal with that shit.
I'm tempted to long the gap fill here on Tesla, but
I haven't sold any share. I haven't done anything.
I'm not going to take anything. I'm just going to keep.
Hey, once it's got
Not taking.
yeah. There's a bear flag on ES as of last night.
Bravo 101. 101.
This could get sold into that gap fill on SPY. Just FYI.
Watching for Tesla to reject 284 or 285, excuse me. Damn, dude, I am a fib. The fib.
27 because that's the 20-day. Assuming we just explode into it, that would be a nice short. The snow has been trading.
Yeah. Yo, T-Mobile looks like it did wake up, guys. If you guys are hodling T-Mobile, that one's still sitting at the same percentage mark that it was. At what point would you take a loss and dump a stock? That would have everything to do with my position. If anybody entered GSAT with me, not a lot, but you're up around 4%.
There's that gap fill trying to happen on SPY. The Qs is giving it way better. So it looks like tech is leading today so far.
I'm scared of that pre-market wick, but Meta looks like it wants the 160, 177 mark. I'm Do I have any?
Does anybody have a dollar chart up? DXY? I got it.
Holy crap! This is trash can sauce.
Oh, okay.
Ellie said the market is going up today. She did say that.
If the dollar builds, keep trying to build down because it's rejecting right now. If it continues to build down off this lower high, it's gonna flush out on the market, kid rip.
I do have a Discord. The link is in my bio. Yeah, Meta. That was a nice gap fill. If anybody took that one, or almost.
Did you just put the link like in your bio?
Of what?
There's no like you in TikTok you just put it in your bio.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's the gap fill on Meta. I think Tesla might end up hitting its gap.
Like it's strong today. Qs are the Nasdaq is what's leading that gap fill. I'm not in Tesla, I'm not in ES. I'm just watching, but I've been commentating ES. This is already a 10-point move all the way from the lows.
Meta's gonna hit 162.50. I think either that or it might wick 162.10 here. Still haven't taken anything. Nothing looks good to me. I'm not taking a little. I mean, that was a good gap there, but not enough for me, guys. Remember, I'm looking for a day trade build. Go ahead, Manny.
No, really nice acceptance all over ES, but just a fun fact, there's not a single real order in this. This is all 1122s. When I say 1122s, I'm talking about algo trading. I haven't seen a greater than 50 share bid or ask get executed. That's exactly what happened last time for Powell, just a heads up.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the algo's woman. Jeez, dude, what a fucking build. Alright, here's it. What a build.
I think Tesla could see a rejection 286.
Let's get it. I would join you on that rejection.
Are you gonna play it up?
No, down.
Oh yeah. Well,
Turtles are funny, dude.
wow. I think I might get it a Tesla for the remainder of the gap fill here to the upside. I'm still watching.
Make that 35. Just let it. Yeah, SPY is gonna do its gap fill. But this ES tape is just so weak. So weak.
Yeah, that's a good. I like that candle. I'm pulling up the order. Haven't taken it.
Oh wow, U.S. homes are adding rooftop solar panels at a record pace.
Guys, I see Netflix. Netflix is going for a retest of 226. I don't really deviate from my watch list, my friends. So, if you guys are in Netflix, best of luck for you. To you, shit.
We're going for that
Fuck.
44. Yes, this was a key resistance level into London.
I couldn't get filled.
So what does that tell you? Any shorts from London, right? They're gonna go red.
All right, I did get Tesla 295s here. Got a bad fill though. Just a quick trade up here to the upside, guys. Looking for this 9-day moving average here, 286.96. It might give you, it's probably going to give you the entirety of the gap fill here, but I think it's just safe to TP right here.
There's
All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and, guys, that was 10% right there. I'm going to bang in, bang out. Yo, I'm cutting T-Mobile, guys, for a $7 loss. You can hold it if you want, but I'm just going to cut it just because it's just T-Mobile. All right, so I just trimmed out a little bit of Tesla there, so it's back down to 0. I'm going to go ahead and see if we can't get the remainder of this gap fill before seeing a rejection. Meta just saw its rejection here at 162.50 on the dot. Right now, my stop for these puts or for these calls is going to be below this 9. This is 284.67. That would be a full engulfment. Probably go ahead and get out. All out of Meta. Nice job if you scalped that up. I don't know if we're going to get, again, Tesla's quick trade because I got to get going here in just a second.
Reject. Are you down there? I'm waiting for that 440 break on ES.
Because if we get that break, I think we're gonna get a possible small little short
Squeeze
squeeze
into
to
the
4060
4060.
from all
All
these
these
London
London
apes
apes
that
that
are
are
short.
short.
I
But
agree.
go ahead.
I said I agree.
Yo,
Yeah,
I really want to fucking short gold, man. God, it's giving me the entry, but
DNA is flying. It went from 268 to 275. No offense, it's not my trade, my friend. I stick to my watch list. All right, let's see a bounce here on 284.50. Build up.
wow, what a fat rejection of 4040 on ES.
1 minute and 21 seconds for this candle to close. Damn, Cave Bear with 100% Pfizer play. Nice job.
nice.
Yo,
Yo,
you
you
guys
guys
get
get
100%
100%
plays
plays.
so easily. I think I have a handful of 100% plays, dude.
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you people?
All right, I'm all out under 284.50, guys. So this candle here is going to decide whether we pop back up and get the remainder of this gap fill. So I'm still in. I'm red. Or excuse me, I'm up 4%. Hergen nerdy.
Any possible dips
Dips
on
on
ES,
ES.
I'll probably
They
see
say
if I
we're
can
gonna
long
long
some.
some.
But that 440 rejection was a little tough. Just a heads up.
All right. Volume's dropping a little bit on TSLA. Well, I'm going to set an alert on T-Mobile just in case, but hey, Tesla. That's 10%, guys. Let's see if we can't curl back up here. We might see another pullback here. That's okay. If not, let's see another pop. We've got 287.26. There it is. There it is. Yeah, who is mic'd up to a sink or an air conditioner? No, is that Cave Bear? No, it's not him this time. Hold on. We'll find out. And when I find out, Stokes. Stokes, my boy. If you don't mind. All right, I'm going to go ahead and TP out 20% on Meta or a Tesla. Leave a runner if you want. I'm out.
Give me the dip.
Tasty
Oh,
game.
I'm gonna get-
Very nice. Sorry, that's Bo Rat. I watched it. It's my fault.
ES by today.
Yeah, there's still more left. If you have the runner, 288 is the next mark. Mark. And runner's going to be gone there. Shit, maybe we hold on 1 second. Now we need to factor in where the hell we're at. Big ass bounce. Look at the hourly candle here on Tesla. I've got a downtrend from the highs. That downtrend would likely lead us if we do know.
Are you long on Tesla?
Oh god, I might be.
Okay.
I think I might end up taking it to. I think it might go to 290, my guy.
Okay, it's rejecting this point. I'm not gonna trade against you. You can have that one.
I would.
His gap filled it, dude. I'm already out.
No, I have bad luck with you. Anytime I try to trade against something that you're in, it tends to not work out. So you keep that. You can keep that.
I'll take that as a compliment.
It's sandwich and eat it. You eat that. You can have that stock.
That was a good trade. That was 20% on Tesla.
I'm just saying I'm not gonna short it. That's all.
You hurt me. Put DNA on your list. All right.
Yes,
you-
it is above 440. That's that key level from London.
It does have a drastic bit. It does have a decent bit more volume than it usually does. Get above 290, and of course 295, and that'd be a break out of this zone. And maybe you call it bullish, but
DJ, I know you're trading 440 on ES. Don't watch SPS on Meta. Just trade using ES. So that 440 on ES, if it gets retested and held, I'm gonna probably long that.
nice job. Yeah, not a crazy move. Nothing nuts, but that was good. That's a scalp. I don't scalp all the time, but when I do,
Mr. Bitter, what's
you're gonna like the way your account looks. guarantee it. No, just kidding. I don't. I'm not a financial advisor. Hourly candle closes in 46 minutes. So 15-minute candle closes here on Tesla in a minute and 53 seconds. Closing anywhere above 284.85 would be relatively bullish. Decent volume on the open candle for decent, not great, decent.
Oh my
So
God,
you're gonna
yeah,
need to
fuck.
see a little bit higher than that. Otherwise,
Hey,
Dude, it sounds like gives me
a fucking inverted hammer as a close of a 5. I'm gonna short that thing with everything I have. And then I'm gonna send you some money.
here.
okay.
So even.
What do you mean? I'm not in it. I'm not in it. I'm not in. If you shorted or if you longed T-Mobile, maybe. But no, I'm just kidding. I cut that already.
How's gold? Give gold. That gift is so funny, bro. Give gold.
Hey, I just want to point out that it is 9:44. We talked about it this morning. Ellie did say up. Okay, so, but not on not just that, but Mondays. Yep, there she is. You were right. You were right. Does that mean you get to eat ice cream?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe you can try coffee today. You want to try coffee? And you can hang out with mommy?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. No, it's not.
Oh, yes, the coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is not. That's a. No, that is. Wait, is that a? No, it's not. That is a monkey. Terrible, terrible animal. They're scary.
And can they hang on, please?
Can they do what?
Hang on, please.
They do hang on trees. Did you know that coffee actually makes you poopy?
Yeah.
You did know that? You didn't? Ellie, do you like peanut butter and jelly?
Yeah.
You do?
Do like peanut butter jelly. A banana.
All right. If anybody guesses what she just sang, I'll send you a PB and J. No, don't yell into
A banana.
No, she's singing the Lion King. Oh, Savannah.
A banana.
Yes.
Yeah.
Banana.
Careful on Tesla, dude. Tesla's can hold 285. All right. Imagine there's no daughter and off-screen Potter's just faking a child's voice talking to himself. All right, no more. No more.
A banana.
You guys are gonna have to deal with that for now. Will you write down what you think's gonna happen today?
Yeah.
To Tesla should stay in Alabama. Am I playing snow? No, I don't think so. Let me go see. I do have to go ahead and start getting ready to leave though, guys. Like right now.
A plated pizza.
Yeah. All right. Well, good scalp on Tesla. If you guys are in the Discord, I will be on live when I get back home. But otherwise, good trade. If I see anything further, Meta below 160.42 has a 159.50 level. That's really all I got. There's not a ton of room. If snow drops down lower, 184.91. And then from there, I would expect a bounce. Otherwise, you could actually reverse at this 190.25 mark. And that's it. Can I give you a quick play? That would be wrong of me. If I gave you a play just off the top of my head and then just left, that would be pretty not great of me to do. So
Yeah.
I don't have any also. I just had my plan was to take a quick trade. If we possibly saw a gap fill, but then other than that, I wasn't taking any actual real positions. But yeah, I got 20% on Meta or on Tesla. I'm not mad at it. Go ahead and call it. So all right, guys. I will
20-day rejection on Tesla.
Hello.
yeah, that was a 5-minute 9-day moving average as well. All right, guys. If you guys are on Discord, I'll see you guys in just a little bit. If you guys are on TikTok, I will see you guys maybe at an hour, unless you guys end up popping in the Discord. That's links in my bio. If you guys need maybe. If you guys have any or want to find anything that my indicators, heat map, all the scanners, social medias, it's on Linktree, the links in my bio. Otherwise, y'all have a great afternoon. Damn, that was a nice projection on Tesla, Manny. You would have scalped that down, or I would have scalped it up. You would have scalped it down.
Yeah, it would have been a sick fucking rejection, but I didn't take it. It's okay. Don't worry about
I didn't mean to scare you, dude. I was just watching it if it moved.
No, it wasn't either. It was building like in its own way, and
290.
ES was. So it is what it is.
Except, you know,
Things how they continue tires, so I gotta wait. Is did they end up closing admin chat or is it still including Stepper? No.
I don't know. It should do that one right there. Let me go check that for Kenneth. Will you go check if you? I don't know if Kenneth's on.
Kenneth doesn't have permission.
Oh, I'll change that. All right, guys. I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Peace.
We got to go to Oregon first.
Yeah.
We are going to Oregon.
Oh no,